Hi guys, I think I'm live now. Today I'm doing the stream just because the notification for CAT is out. It's out in the newspapers. So if everything is good, please do let me know in the chat that everything is fine. Today it will be a quick session. I wanted to just go through the highlights of the notification, if there are any changes as compared to last year. And in addition to it, I will also talk about what you should do in the remaining days to make the best use of the time that is remaining. So if everything is good, do let me know. Hi Mukund, hi Vikas Chaudhary. I think both of you can hear me. So if anybody else has any issues, do let me know. We'll go through the highlights of the notification. To be really honest, there are not a lot of highlights. There are not a lot of changes. I think uh, everything seems to be good. Please do let me know if the audio is good, if the video is good. All of things are good. I know that many people are posting about the profile. I don't want to do the profile reviews now, man, because once I get into the profile reviews, the entire chat will be only about profiles. So I won't be analyzing any of the profiles. If you want a profile review stream, I'll do it sometime on, say, Wednesday on Instagram. So you can follow us on Instagram. But otherwise, I don't want to look at the profiles. What I would tell most of you are posting your profiles is very simple. You can't change your profile right now. You can't change your 10th score or your 12th score or your engineering score. What you can change is a very important factor, which is your CAT score. So put in efforts in whatever is the controllable. Your 10th score and 12th score are already fixed. You can't, if you got 9 and 9, that is very good. If you got 7 and 7, that is okay. You can't do anything about it. So don't focus on it. Focus only on things that are something in your hands right now. So focus on your CAT score. Other than this, I don't want to talk about the profiles today because today is a very important day. I want to talk about the CAT notification and what I would want students to do in the remaining 4 months. Please do like this stream, guys. Yes, everything is good. People are saying, yeah, Sai Krishna is saying, how many marks should we score in Dash Cats to score 90 percentile in CAT 2025? That's a good question. Before I get into that, let me first briefly go through the notification because there are not a lot of changes as compared to last year. The only change that I could really figure out is with respect to the cost of registration. I think last year the cost for SC, ST and PWD category candidates was 1250. That has been increased by 50 rupees. And for general category guys and for other categories, all the other categories, it was 2500 last year. That became 2600 this time. That I think is the only real difference. 170 test centers were, the test was conducted in 170 test centers last year. That is the same this year also. So I don't expect any big change in the number of test centers. There were 3 sessions last time and there'll be 3 sessions this time. I don't know why this is not working. Yeah. So again, there is no difference in the number of slots. Because there are 3 sessions, I would assume that the timing for each slot will be 2 hours like we expect. This is just a guess that 2 hours is not given yet. In addition to it, the registration date is August 1st. That is when the registration starts and the registration ends on September 13th. You have sufficient time for it. What I would recommend you to do is we'll put up a video on how to register for CAT. We'll give you all the details once the registration window opens. I would recommend you to look at it and complete your registration in the first couple of weeks. Don't wait for the last moment because last moment sometimes the server hangs, sometimes there will be many other issues and you might feel unnecessary anxiety and pressure, which is not at all needed. So try to finish off the registration definitely by end of August. That I think is a good thing that I would want you to do. Then the exam date is November 30th. This is a Sunday. I think this is slightly later than last year. I think last year it was on November 24th. This time it is on November 30th. Other than that, everything else seems to be very similar. And I would say that there is no other change other than the fact that this time it is being conducted by IIM Kozhikode. I think last year it was conducted by IIM Calcutta. That is it as far as the details of the notification are out. I would expect most of the things to be very similar to last year. That is the time, which is 2 hours. It is not given, but because it is 3 sessions, the timing of each of the slot, I would expect it to be exactly same as last year. The number of questions in each of the sections also will be very similar. It might change a little here and there, but because the time for each of the slots, I don't think has changed. That detail, that information hasn't been given. We were just told that there are 3 slots. So because there are 3 slots, I would expect most of the things to be similar to last year. The difficulty level of the questions might change. One thing that I always wanted to tell students also is don't be very fixated on the difficulty level because the difficulty level keeps changing every year and it keeps changing quite a lot. Like people might know CAT 2023 was very, very difficult, especially the quant section. CAT 2024 was much easier. Now nobody can really predict what the difficulty level of CAT 2025 will be. But if you really ask me, I would say that it will be similar to CAT 2024. This is just my guess. This is just my understanding. I might be wrong. And I'll tell you why I believe it to be the case. Because if you look at the difficulty level of CAT 2020 or CAT 2021 or CAT 2022 or CAT 2024, The difficulty level of all of these exams were more or less similar. Some might be slightly difficult, some might be slightly easier. But CAT 2023 was clearly an odd one out. That was extremely difficult. I think it was conducted by IIM Lucknow, but it was extremely difficult. CAT 2024 was again going back to the mean, which is the average difficulty level of examinations of CAT exam, which is what I would think will happen even in CAT 2025. That is my guess. Now, having said that, if you have any doubts with respect to the notification, please ask in the chat. I look at some of the questions that people have posted. Ronald is saying, sir, are you an Arsenal fan? Yes, man, I'm an Arsenal fan. Sai Krishna asks, sir, how many marks should one score in dash cats to score 90 percentile in CAT 2025? I think that's a good question. Again, like I mentioned earlier, don't focus on any one particular marks. Try to do your best. Try to maximize your scoring. Having said that, if you're looking for one particular number to ensure that you are actually on the right track, I would say in dash cats, if you're scoring above 80 marks, I think you're on the right track. 80 and above, I think, would mean that you are on the right track to score 99 percentile in CAT. Again, it might change here and there. It might change with one dash cat to another, but roughly I think 80 marks in dash cat is a very good score. Ashutosh Yadav is saying, sir, can someone starting now achieve 100 raw score? I think it totally depends. What I would tell you is this. If you're looking for a cricket metaphor, I would say right now, and if you're looking at a 50 over game, 30 overs are over and 20 overs are remaining. But these 20 overs are the most crucial 20 overs. So if somebody has batted well and they have a strong foundation, they can really do very well in the last 20 overs. Similarly, somebody who didn't do well, somebody who lost a lot of wickets, maybe say 5 wickets down, but still they have 20 overs left to make a significant difference to their total score. That is what I would want you to look at in these last 4 months. These last 4 months are the most important part of your CAT journey. If you have put in a lot of effort till now, continue doing that and make the best use of it. If for whatever reason you were not able to put in a lot of effort, still remember that these are 4 crucial months and you can make a lot of difference to whatever you were scoring earlier. So put in that effort, recognize the importance of these 4 months and do whatever you can. If somebody is looking for a 4-month plan to do well in CAT, we have just released that video. Sally recorded a very nice video where she tackled what you should be doing in each of the 3 sections. What you should be doing in verbal, what you should be doing in LRDA, and what you should be doing in quant in the last 4 months. We'll give a link for that video in the chat. We'll also give a link for that video in the description of this video. I would definitely recommend you to look at it. That is a 4-month study plan. It is very, very useful. Silent hype. Sir, is there any way to handle the situation? I saw on Google that I can give written declarations saying I belong to the category, but I have no idea how. Please answer. What is this? Sir, I have questions. Please answer. I belong to the OBC category, but my certificate has not been issued. It will take some time, but I'm afraid by then the application time might run out. Please to help me. Unfortunately, I don't know the right answer for it. What I do know is something which might not make you happy. I know many students who suffered a similar situation and they couldn't actually file for their NC OBC category. I would recommend you to get in touch with IIMs and try to get better update regarding the same. But I know that it is a very important situation. I know many students who belong to EWS and many students who belong to the NC OBC who suffered because they couldn't get that certificate in time. I would tell you that put in effort, try to get in touch with the authorities and get clarity. I myself, I'm not 100% sure, so I don't want to give you any wrong advice. Many people are asking about the OBC certificate. I'll look into it, man. I'll ask my team also to look into it and we'll make a video on it in the coming days. Let me just advise my team also about the Okay. Sir, my daily practice is lacking behind. Is it too late? What I would tell you, see, it is never too late, man. You have 4 months and take this examination as just an examination and try to give your best. It should not mean that, okay, this is the be all and end all. Look at it in a positive way. Look at it as you are designing a process and your process is to make the best use of these remaining 4 months to improve as much as you can. That is how I would want you to look at the examination. I don't want you to look at the examination by saying that, okay, I want to score 99.8 percentile, I want to score 100 percentile, I want to score these many marks, I want to score those many marks. I think that is just a wrong way of approaching the examination. What I want you to look at is, you should tell yourself that you have 4 months, you know exactly what has to be done. If you have any doubts on to how to, what should be done, then you can ask me. If you tell me that, okay, sir, ये 4 months बचे हैं, वो 4 months में मुझे क्या करना चाहिए? अगर ऐसा क्वेश्चन है तो मैं बताऊंगा कि जो वीडियो हमने बनाया था एक हफ्ते पहले, वो वीडियो देखो, जो 4 महीने का स्टडी प्लान है, वो काफी इंपॉर्टेंट वीडियो है. In addition to it, I will just tell you that focus on what is in your hands. Focus on making the best use of these remaining 4 months and try to give the best on the day of the examination. That I think is a better way of looking at the examination and approaching the examination. The rail fan view. Sir, I'm preparing for CAT 2026. Give some tips. CAT 2026, I would tell you two things which I want you to remember. Focus on developing good habits which will help you in doing well in CAT. What are the good habits I'm talking about? In verbal, I want you to inculcate a habit of reading. Many people suffer from not having that habit of reading. So you have time to inculcate a good habit. So every day, try to read 3 or 4 articles from good websites. Good websites like the Aon Essays or New Yorker or Smithsonian or the Guardian. Many of these are or the Economist, very good websites. Ensure that you are reading 3 or 4 articles. Inculcate that habit. The second advice I would tell you is definitely take CAT 2025 also. If you are eligible for it, take CAT 2025, even if you feel that my real attempt will be next year. Because taking this examination and failing, if say you fail, is also going to help you learn a lot. It will give you a benchmark. You will know that, okay, without a lot of preparation, I scored this much. Suppose I put in 1 year effort, then I'll score much higher. So take that examination definitely. Dude, don't spam, man. If you're spamming, this is just not cool, no? What will this year's CAT follow the same format as previous years? I'm not so sure, Lohit. Nobody is sure as of now, but that is my expectation. My expectation is based on the fact that there will be 3 sessions, and if there are 3 sessions, I would expect each session to be 2 hours long. If it is 2 hours long, I would expect each section to have 40 minutes, and so the number of questions also will be similar to last year. This is just my expectation. If we have any changes, we will know in the next 1 week or so when the notification actually comes out. The registration becomes open and all, we'll get more information. Arnav Haldar is saying, sir, I'm lagging behind on quants, just completed arithmetic. How much time will it take to cover the rest of the sections? I'm scoring 70 to 83 marks in the full length mock that I've taken. I think you are scoring pretty well, man. If you're already scoring around 80 marks, improving further is definitely in your hands, especially if you have finished only arithmetic. The 3 important sections in quant, which I repeat in many of my streams, are arithmetic, algebra, and geometry. Ensure that you are very good at all 3 of them, especially if you are somebody who is aiming to score above 97, 98 percentile. You should be very comfortable with arithmetic, algebra, and geometry. So put in effort there. Aditi is saying, see, I don't want to answer profile reviews, man. I'm sorry, Aditi. I know that you posted your profile. I would want to answer it, but the problem is if I answer one profile review, we'll get a lot of profile reviews. What I will tell you is this, okay? If you're looking for profile reviews, I promise to do a stream on Wednesday. There is some issue, guys. I'm not able to write properly on this. On Wednesday. You know Wednesday, right? Okay. There's some issue with the writing, but basically I will be doing a profile review stream on Wednesday at 7 p.m. on our Instagram page. Please do join us. There you can ask me about your profile review related queries. I'll answer them. But if I get into the profile reviews now, it will just be completely spammed with the profile queries and I can't answer anything else. Mukund Raga is saying, sir, what is a good way to revise quants every day, staying in touch with all the topics? I would tell you that in general, to be in touch with topics, I want you to solve questions. I know Mukund, you solve the daily targets, but for students who don't solve daily targets, I think that is a good way in which you can stay in touch with all the topics. The second thing I would recommend you to do is sectionals. Take a sectional test at least, take 2 sectional tests every week. If you want to put in the effort in quant, take 2 sectional tests in quant. A sectional test will take not more than 40 minutes. That will give you questions from all the topics and you will stay in touch with them. Arunabha Mitra is saying, what document should I have to prove my work experience dinner? I think the usual things should suffice. That is pay slips, offer letter, maybe at the end, maybe a certificate of relieving. Those kind of things should suffice. Vikas Chaudhary is saying, sir, I'm able to solve 10 to 11 questions in quants due to time pressure, but during the analysis part, I'm able to 15 questions. How to control anxiety during mocks? What I would tell you is simple, man. You have to make mock taking also as a process. You should not it should not happen that you are taking mocks and you are making very nervous during the mocks. It should just be something that you normally do. to take it into an extreme situation, it should be something like, okay, every day I wake up and I brush my teeth. You don't feel nervous during brushing your teeth, right? It doesn't matter. Similarly, even when taking a mock, you should just feel that, okay, every Sunday I take a mock. That's about it. It doesn't matter how much you score, whether you score well, whether you score poorly, it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. What is more important is that you actually take the mock. So try to put less emphasis or less importance on how much you score. Put more emphasis on the process. That is, you have to take a mock on that particular time, and you have to be very serious about taking the mock. That is, you should not, for example, go partying on Saturday night, and if you are taking a mock on Sunday, you want to give your best in the mock. That should be the process. That should be the mindset. Guys, we have more than 150 people who are watching the stream live. Please do like the stream. Anuj is saying, sir, I scored 52 marks in last mock and completed only 60% topics. What should I do now? I would tell you that, see, in quant, I already told you the important topics that I want you to follow: arithmetic, algebra, and geometry. In LRDA, I would say that one of the first things I would recommend you to do, especially now that the CAT notification has come, is definitely solve the LRDA sets from CAT 2024 and CAT 2023. All the slots. You can download the PDF of the CAT previous year's papers completely for free on the Cracku website. And in the Cracku website, when you download the PDF, you will have a button in the PDF itself where if you click on it, you will be redirected to the video solution of that particular set. So the PDFs are designed in a pretty interesting and smart way. I would recommend you to solve the LRDA sets from at least CAT 2024 and CAT 2023 so that you get a sense of what are the kind of LRDA sets that are asked. In verbal, I would always recommend you to have this habit of reading. Daily reading will help improve your concentration levels, and it will also help you improve your score significantly. Sir, I joined job last month, but I won't get any work experience as it counts only till July. Should I continue this job if I'm giving CAT this year, as I won't be getting any work experience? I would definitely recommend you to continue with your job. I'll tell you two things, Athena. If in the right way, if everything goes according to plans and you do well in CAT, this work ex might actually count during the interviews. If it doesn't count also, during the summer internship of your company, when you join your MBA, in the summer internship process, your work experience of this, even if it is for less than a year, that will count. That will show your profile in a different way as compared to having a gap year. Secondly, if say you don't do well in CAT this year, then next year when you're actually going to take CAT again, this work ex will add, these points will add up, and then it will become very, very crucial. Every extra month will be very crucial. Third reason why I want you to continue with your job is, on the day of the examination, if you have a gap year, you will be nervous. You will feel that, okay, now this examination is be all and end all. If I don't do well, I don't know what plan B I have. So you'll be nervous. And when you're nervous, you won't give your best. On the other hand, if you have a job, you will take the examination just as an examination. You won't have unnecessary stress and additional pressure on you. You know that if the exam doesn't go well, you'll continue working in your job. For all of these reasons, I would strongly recommend you to not quit your job. I don't think it is a good idea. English rhyme. Sir, how many gap years will affect admission in IIMS and in placements in IIMS, even if you have good amount of work ex and overall balanced profile? See, again, this is coming back to the profile review details. I'll discuss the profile review on Wednesday, but just to tell you, gap year will make you attempt or attend the interviews on the back foot. Gap year will not be again like a complete negative mark. It won't happen that, okay, because you have a gap year, you won't be shortlisted. That won't happen. Having said that, if say you are facing, again coming to a cricket analogy, if the bowler knows that you will be batting on the back foot, the way he's going to bowl will be different. So you will have lesser choice in your hands. That I think is the only real issue with gap year. Secondly, it will be psychological. When you are going to enter the interview hall, you know that the interview will be about your gap years. It won't be about your profile. So that also will put additional stress. You will be defensive. All of these things will affect how you perform in the interviews. But gap years by themselves will not really hurt you much, but it will have an impact on how confident you are in the interview, and that will reflect on the result. దరహాస్ సార్, నేను గత వారం మీ క్లాసులో చేరాను. దయచేసి 3 సబ్జెక్టులో ఎలా అధ్యయనం చేయాలో చిట్కాలు ఇవ్వండి. ఓకే, దరహాస్ బేసికలీ ఒక వీడియో సాయి చేసింది లాస్ట్ వీక్. అందులో 4 మంత్ ప్లాన్ ఇచ్చింది. క్వాంట్ ఏం చేయాలి, ఎల్ఆర్డి ఏం చేయాలి, వర్బల్ ఏం చేయాలి, ఆ 3 ఇచ్చింది. ఆ వీడియో సరిగ్గా చూడు. ఆ వీడియో సరిగ్గా చూస్తుంటే సరిపోతుంది. నీకు ఇంకా క్లియర్గా చెప్పాలి అంటే, క్వాంట్లో 3 టాపిక్స్ ఉంటాయి: అర్థమెటిక్, ఆల్జిబ్రా, జామెట్రీ. అవి సరిగ్గా ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వు. అండ్ ఎల్ఆర్డిఏలో ప్రీవియస్ ఇయర్స్ పేపర్ సరిగ్గా చేయి. ప్రీవియస్ ఇయర్స్ పేపర్ చేసామంటే నీకు ఒక ఐడియా వస్తుంది ఎలాంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ వస్తాయి, ఎలాంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ రావని. సెకండ్లీ, డైలీ టార్గెట్స్కి నీకు యాక్సెస్ ఉందంటే డైలీ టార్గెట్స్ తీసుకో. క్రాకు డైలీ టార్గెట్స్ చాలా మంది తీసుకుంటూ ఉంటారు, అవి చాలా యూస్ఫుల్గా ఉంటాయి. వర్బల్కి వచ్చేసి ఒకటే సింపుల్గా చెప్తున్నా. వర్బల్ అయితే నీకు రీడింగ్ హ్యాబిట్ అయితే ఉండాలి. నువ్వు రోజు ఏదో ఒకటి చదువుతూ ఉండాలి. అట్లీస్ట్ 3, 4 ఆర్టికల్స్ 3 ఆర్ 4 ఆర్టికల్స్ నువ్వు చదువుతూ ఉండాలి. అవి చదువుతూ ఉన్నావు అంటే దెన్ యూ విల్ ఆ కాన్సంట్రేషన్ నీకు ఇంప్రూవ్ అవుతుంది. కాన్సంట్రేషన్ ఇంప్రూవ్ అయిందంటే ఒక్కసారి నువ్వు ప్యాసేజ్ చదివంటే నీకు అర్థమైపోతుంది. సో ఈ మూడిట్లో ఈ 3 చేసావంటే 3 సబ్జెక్టులకి ఐ థింక్ నీ score will definitely improve significantly in the last 4 months. Abhishek Chaudhary is saying, sir, how can I improve my speed in quant? I would say what I would recommend you to do is you have to solve a lot of questions. That I think is the best way in which you can improve your speed and your accuracy. Rahul Kumar, I have 3 years of work ex. Should I go for 1 year or 2 year MBA? I think 3 or 4 year work ex, you should definitely go for 2 year MBA. There is no reason for you to think of 1 year MBA right now. I think 1 year executive MBA you should only think after you finish 7-8 years of work experience. Okay guys, I'll answer 2 last questions before ending the stream. Please do like the stream. We have more than 150 people who are watching the stream live. I would also tell you the free stuff that we have for students who are preparing for CAT. We have 3 mocks, 3 free mocks, all of them in the latest pattern. These are mocks in the CAT 2024 pattern and all of them have detailed video solutions. The second free thing that we have is the previous year's papers. Like I mentioned earlier, previous year's papers is a very good resource for you to start preparing for CAT. And the CAT previous year's papers are freely downloadable or as a PDF on your phone or on your laptop from the Cracku website. And the PDFs that we have designed, I think are very intelligently designed. Below every question, you have a button to get the video solution of that particular question, which I think will be very useful. Finally, I would tell you that there are some very nice playlists on YouTube. One important playlist, unfortunately the pen is not working, otherwise I would have told you. Let me see if it is working here. Unfortunately, it is not. There is one playlist on YouTube. This is the complete revision playlist. It is watched by lakhs of students. And I would tell you that this I think is the first thing that anybody should do if they're just about starting their preparation for CAT. Because you will get a fantastic return on the time invested. This revision playlist has 4 videos. It has 2 videos in quant. It has 1 video in LRD and 1 video in verbal. And all of them are absolutely top-notch content. We will give you the link for that CAT revision playlist in the description of this video. I would highly recommend all of you to watch it. If you can't watch it in one go, definitely bookmark it and watch it whenever you get time. But try to finish the entire playlist in the next 3 or 4 days, because then you will get a very good sense of what are the important topics and what are the important concepts in each of these topics. The playlist I think is overall for around 6 or 7 hours, but you will definitely feel extremely good, and at the end of it, you'll feel that I have learnt a lot. So I would highly recommend you to watch that CAT revision playlist. We have started a leap batch. The leap batch is starting tomorrow. Anybody who is looking for a good batch to join, I think can definitely check out the leap batch. It is starting from tomorrow. That is on 20th of July. The details for all of them, you can call us on our support number. I don't think we have the support number, but we'll post the support number. We have weekly revision classes. We have daily schedule. We have one-to-one mentorship where you can book a slot with the mentor, and the mentor is going to call you back at the particular slot. And we also have daily live classes. The daily live classes happen at 8 p.m. on weekdays. I take the live classes on Monday. Sally takes the live classes on every Tuesday. Okay guys, that is it for today. If you have any doubts with respect to your preparation, please do comment below this video. Unfortunately, I couldn't answer all the doubts. Please do like the stream also guys. I will look at all the comments and I'll try to respond to each one of them. What I would tell you is very simple. You have 4 months left for you. These are very important 4 months. I don't want to like put more pressure on you, but it is possible that these 4 months you can change your direction of your life quite a lot. Look at it in a positive way. Try to inculcate good habits in these 4 months and try to follow a process so that you make the best use of these 4 months. What I always tell people is what the score is, what your percentile is, all of those things are probably not in your hands. But what is in your hands is how much effort you can put in. And this is the time to put the effort. You are not going to put a lot of effort in the last 1 week or 2 weeks. By then, unfortunately, it will be too late. Right now is the time. You have 4 months. And 4 months is solid time for you to make a significant improvement in where you are right now. and take it in a positive way that these 4 months you can make a lot of difference to your entire career. So put in that effort, enjoy the journey, enjoy the hard work that you're putting in. If you're solving like say 10 questions or 15 questions, at the end of it feel good. Feel that okay, I put in a lot of effort and this is an effort I put in for my own future. That is how I would want you to approach these 4 months. Don't put too much pressure on yourself because pressure will only ensure that your performance on that day will not be good. Enjoy the process where every time you solve 10 questions, every time you feel that I put in the effort, you should feel good. You should feel that okay, I'm taking one step closer. These are good habits that I'm inculcating and efforts are in your hands, and I would definitely urge you to put in the best effort that you can. Thanks a lot guys. Like I mentioned earlier, if you have any doubts with respect to your CAT preparation or with respect to the CAT notification, comment below this video. I will look at all of the comments and I'll try to respond to them. Thanks a lot for tuning in.